All right, so I've got my pork loin that I have carefully sliced and butterflied open to lay a little more flat. I'm going to season it. This is for our Christmas dinner, so I'm going to season it with a generous amount of salt and some fresh cracked pepper. This Christmas I'm actually making 3 different stuffed pork loins. One is going to be stuffed with a traditional the traditional stuffing I always use out of the Betty Crocker cookbook. It's a tried and true recipe. And then I had a cornbread and cranberry stuffing that I made. And now this one is a bacon and apple and cranberry stuffing. So each one's going to be a little bit differently flavored. This is some fresh, she's the rest of it, some fresh sage from a friend's garden. She grew and gave me after she dried it out. So it's nice and fresh. So that'll be really lovely. All right, so I'm just going to use all the stuffing so I don't have to worry about cross-contamination. And I'm just going to put it all on here. Kind of dropping stuff. All right. All right, so that's pretty good. I'm just going to spread it out a little bit more, cover the whole. I'm not going to go too close to the edge. I'm finding that if it's too close to the final edge, when you roll it up, it starts spilling out. So I'm just going to kind of make sure it's a little further back and leave that edge a little open. And then once it's once the stuffing is in here, give a little pat down, and I'm just going to roll it up without displacing the stuffing as much as I can possibly avoid. And then my amazing husband, sous chef, is going to help me truss it up with some string. So if you don't have help and you don't know how to do slip knots and all this fancy tying, you can just cut a piece of string, tie it in a knot, and then move down, put another piece of string, tie it in a knot, and just keep going all the way down your pork loin. He's fancy with the slip knots. And so then we can use one piece all the way down. There we go. You just keep going all the way. You just really want to make sure that the roast is tightly held together so nothing comes out while you're cooking. All that stuffing is going to stay inside. There we go. Couple more. And then when it's all done cooking, we'll take the string off, of course, before serving and slicing. Don't go the other end, okay. So we're at the end of our string, so we're not worrying about any cross-contamination or anything like that, because we know we're going to use the whole thing. Now we're going to flip it over, and then he's going to secure each one of these so that they don't move during the cooking process. They stay right where he put them. Nice. Also adding a little more tension so it tightens it up a little bit, keeps it all nicely rolled together. back over, tie it together. I'll add a little more seasoning to the outside before I throw it in the oven to roast. But now it's pretty much ready to go. You don't want to stuff them before, like the day before. Same with a turkey. You never do that too far in advance, or.
And I'm gonna throw this out because
yeah, of course. You never want to stuff your meat more than an hour or so before you're going to start roasting it. You don't want to get E. coli or anything like that. So we're now, I got a little more, put a little more of that homegrown sage on there. But that's how you make a stuffed pork loin.